Hey guys!
Hey guys!
We're back with another Orphan Black review, this time reviewing Orphan Black Season 4, Episode 6, titled The Scandal of Altruism. If you haven't seen it yet and you want to avoid any spoilers, skip this video and come back later, because everything we say from this point forward is going to be a spoiler. This was an outstanding episode. It felt a lot like a season finale to me.
Yeah, it really did.
And all hope is lost now, and I have no idea where they go from here.
A lot happened in this episode, and Kendall's dead, and Casima's research has been completely wiped, which they really didn't think through this transfer of stuff very well at all.
No. I do have a couple of minor problems with this episode. All of it revolves around the hard drive. Why they didn't scan for any malware on the hard drive before they plugged it into their system, I have no idea. It doesn't make any sense for them to not do that. Yeah. And second, the hard drive, Ira retrieved the hard drive at the behest of Susan, but it was Evies' plan. So that is all really muddy as far as why would Ira retrieve the hard drive that was, had corrupt stuff on it if it's Evies' plan and Ira's working for Susan? That to me just didn't really make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, and not only that, why did they even use their hard drive?
Yeah.
Why didn't they just went, no, we got it, we will give you the data. Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah, or we have our own hard drives.
And why wasn't this information backed up?
Yeah.
Honestly, they've been working on a cure for Casima for months, and they didn't back anything up?
So everything revolving around that has many problems.
Yeah. I wish they would have took more time explaining these things away, having a better explanation for it, because it did make it feel a little sloppy, and otherwise this was a fantastic episode. So had they smoothed out the wrinkles of the hard drive, this would have been a fantastic episode.
And it was a really good episode. It just had some pretty significant plot holes. Now that I really think about it, why they lost all the information really makes no sense at all.
I mean, the other bit makes total sense. Kendall being kidnapped and then killed. That totally makes sense. I could see that happen. I knew that was going to happen from the beginning. It's Sarah thinks she's got this perfect plan. It's fail-proof, and they use it, and it's totally not fail-proof because she didn't think through all of the angles, and that makes sense because why would she be thinking through every possibility that it relates to nothing to do with her? Beth would think through all of the possibilities, not Sarah.
Speaking of Beth, I really didn't think we were going to get any more flashbacks with her this season. I thought we would probably learn what went on with her as Sarah learned it, and we would kind of see it through Sarah's eyes. But no, we got a couple of flashbacks, and we found out, no, she didn't kill anyone. The blood on her hands was from her beating the living crap out of Evie. And at this point, I really don't know who I hate more, Evie or Susan.
Yeah, and I'm really glad that we did get more Beth flashbacks. I like that we can't really predict when they're finished, because we thought they were finished and they still had more, and it worked in the story and it feels finished again, but they could still have something else that we find out later that it works in a Beth flashback. So I'm glad that we're still getting the Beth flashbacks, and it still works towards furthering the plot.
We also get a supposed confirmation that Delphine is dead, but I think Evie was totally lying to Casima, because when Crystal told Felix about it, she says, I saw her get shot. Doesn't say anything about her being dead.
Yeah, and she was brought up a lot this episode, and I just don't feel like they brought her up that much just to confirm that she died. We all already thought she died at the end of the last season, so it just doesn't make sense for them to bring her up so much this episode just to confirm what we all thought we already knew. So this makes me think that she actually is not dead, and that there is some further plan for her.
So I totally think Delphine is alive, and I think that's a reveal we'll probably get in the season finale. The big question would be for me then, why would Evie keep Delphine alive?
Yeah, why is she still alive?
They're not going to work on a cure for the Litas. They don't care about the Litas.
Yeah, they don't care about the clones at all. Like, they're finished with the clones. They just want them to die off and be done with them. Yeah. They're done with that research. They found the bots.
It's obsolete. She says, you guys are Betamax. The clones are obsolete. Yeah. So there's no reason for Evie to be working on a cure. So unless Delphine is somehow connected to the bots and that kind of stuff that Evie is working on, there's no reason for her to keep Delphine alive.
Yeah, and this seems like it's a death sentence for Cosima because they got rid of the original, so how are they going to come up with a cure? But I don't. The way they were talking about the bots and how the bots, I used to be sick, and all that, I think they're going to use the bots to cure Cosima. I think that's coming.
Cosima pocketed it. When Evie was distracted, she took the bot that was in Sarah's mouth. So maybe she can reverse engineer it somehow to help cure her.
Yeah.
That's how I think they're going to work it around. How she is actually going to go about doing that, I really don't know. Because Cosima is a medical doctor.
Yeah.
She's not a
biotech
engineer person. They do still have Susan. So maybe Susan has some kind of knowledge about the bots that she can help with that kind of stuff. I really don't know. Of course, Rachel is still captive, and with Ira in the hospital because of his attempted suicide, and Susan being captured, who's going to be taking care of Rachel and Charlotte? They're just going to be there alone going, man, we're running out of food.
I'm sure they have contingency plans in place. I think Rachel will be fine. I would like to see Rachel get out of the prison hiding thing. That I would like her to come in and have to work with Sarah and her group. I think that would be really interesting for her to have to work with them and not have a choice.
The same thing with Crystal. I would like to see Crystal being pulled into the group.
Yes.
Because Crystal's amazing. I love her as a clone.
Yes, and I mean, she's kind of the comedic relief in a lot of the episodes, but I would like for her to keep pushing until they have to bring her in because she is now a danger to them, not knowing that they have to fill her in on everything.
Like, Beth got too close and ended up having to commit suicide to protect the rest of the group. Crystal is not going to stop.
No, she's just going to keep going, and she doesn't know about the rest of the group. That's the biggest problem.
And Felix gave her his number and Art's number. That's the vibe I got. She has Felix and Art's number. And he says, for emergencies only. So I have a feeling here very soon.
She's going to have an emergency.
Yeah, she's going to be giving Felix and Art a ring. We got no Helena in this episode and no Allison. That's 2 straight episodes with no Helena.
Yeah.
Which, come on, I want to know what's going on with Helena. She's pregnant and she's run away.
Yeah, what's going on with Helena?
So that is my main thing, right? Helena is my favorite clone.
Yeah.
And Cosima is a close second.
I think it's reversed. Cosima's my favorite clone, but Helena is a very close second.
Yeah. All in all, I really enjoyed this episode. It did have a couple of problems, but I'm really excited to see where they go from here because if I was writing it, I would be completely written into a corner.
Yeah, I'd be like, what do I do now?
No idea what to do. We have 4 episodes left. I'm super excited to see what they put in those 4 episodes because, wow, this really felt like a finale.
Yeah, this felt like a season finale, and if this is how good episode 6 is, imagine how good the actual season finale is going to be.
I know, right? Alright, I'm pretty sure that's it for this review. If you caught something that we missed, let us know down in the comments. We'd love to discuss it. Also, if you enjoyed this review, and we really hope you did, tell us by dropping a like on it and subscribe for more reviews.
And thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.